Libra, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. If you're just finding the channel, thank you. Thank you for your leap of faith in me. My name is Michelle. I'm an astrologer, tarot card reader, and intuitive healer, and I use my insights to empower you and hopefully put you in a position where you'll make progress and healing and just you'll thrive and not just survive, right? That's really what I'm trying to do is just help you have your best life. So first I'm going to take a second, Libra, to go over the astrology that everybody's talking about. It's this full moon in Leo. So here are the predictions for the full moon in Leo based on, the energy that's really how it's going to impact you. So Leo is your fifth house. No. Hold on. Oh, go back. I'm sorry. Leo is your 11th house. The full moon happens in your 11th house. Yes. The full moon happens in your 11th house. And the interesting thing about Libra energy is that if you start with Libra in the first house, all the houses are in their natural opposite. All the zodiac signs are linked to their natural opposite houses, right? So the house Leo is naturally the fifth house, rules the fifth house. But for you, it's Aquarius. And Aquarius naturally rules the 11th house. But for you, your 11th house is in Leo. So there's a juxtaposition that sets up everything about you, which is why you have to be so diplomatic and understanding, because you're living in constant contrast. And where this moon is here is in your 11th house. Your 11th house is in Leo. So it behooves you really shine when you are in public, when you are around people. You are naturally attractive. You are naturally charismatic. You are naturally popular. It's easy for you to attract people to you. The fact that your fifth house is in your house of friendships, you like to align yourself with people that have a lot of charisma and a lot of status, right? That's something about you. It helps you feel important. It helps you feel the best of yourself. Now, this full moon is illuminating your 11th house, which is your house of friendships, your house of community, maybe even how you are seen and how you feel. Are you in competition with your friends? Do you feel like you're in competition with your friends? Do you feel like there have been friendships that just haven't stuck, right? This sense of maybe my friendships have been too shallow. Have I put enough attention and time into my friendships? Ultimately, I think there's this overwhelming sense of, I want to dominate, I want to shine, and you're going to. 100% you're going to. There's something about this energy that illuminates illuminates how you have really stepped ahead and how you're going to get a lot of admiration and wow, look what they've done with their life. Could I do that too? It's going to illuminate how you are the leader and how you are out ahead of maybe society in general, or like the popular notions in general. There's a sense of being the leader of it, not a part of it, right? And that's how you're really see a lot of success that's happening. A lot of success is happening in Capricorn. Capricorn is your fourth house, right? The fourth house of the mother is in the sign of the father. It means you take what you nurture very seriously. You take what you cultivate very seriously. You like it to be grounded. You like it to be steadfast, and you are grounded and steadfast with it. This is a sense of prosperity and growth. You're out ahead. Even your children, you could see or start to see how your children are in some ways starting to positively impact your life by helping you out, by doing things for you, or by being the greatest status symbol. And I'm not saying you did it as a status symbol, wanting the status symbol, but as a sense of pride and, wow, my children are moving forward. What I have, or what I have cultivated and what I have given birth to, they're starting to take flight. They're starting to really demonstrate to everybody else how my ideas were ahead to begin with. It's not that you're doing this intentionally. It's that your level of quality and the attention you put in is going to start to stand out now. Like Capricorn energy, much like this Saturnian energy, it takes half of a lifetime to really show all the hard work you put in was worth something. So ultimately, this could be coming through your fourth house, through the children you've had. It could also be the child that you are. And now in this second half of your life, coming back around, doing it better than your parents by healing any kind of karma or karmic family karma that your parents left behind, wanting to do it better than, and demonstrating that you are, as well as having all eyes on you, and you being, I don't even think the intentional, almost the inadvertent example of how, wow, we should be really getting this shit done, shouldn't we? Right? As opposed to all the years in the past that, happy birthday, Doug Denny, you were probably ignored, or you were probably told you were crazy for doing it this way, right? Or, what are you doing? It's almost like you felt maybe you were on the opposite schedule than everybody else, maybe especially where your family was concerned. But now there's this just overwhelming push of energy and activity and change that's coming because of the devotion that you showed to that area of your life. So it could be coming through your children, or it could be demonstrated through how you treat your parents versus how they treat yours, or how they treated you, even like completing that karmic cycle and healing it, making it better. That's what Pluto really does. By destroying these cycles, it heals the cycle. And Pluto's right there with Venus and Mars. And I bring up the fourth house because that's where Venus and Mars are conjunct, and Pluto's right there with them. So they're all combust each other, right? But they're all conjunct each other, but Mars and Venus are like right there on top of each other. Now, this could also be in some ways, somehow bringing you into a better place in your relationship, or with a person that you might want to be in a relationship with. Inadvertently, all of this attention and success could be bringing attention to you in a way that I don't think you may have predicted, and that could be through something romantic starting to happen. It could also symbolize one of your children starting to have children, right? It could also symbolize your family growing because of the time you put in. But we were kind of already discussed that. So start to so this is coming up next week. This happens the 15th, 16th, depending on where you are in the globe of next week. And I wanted to discuss it because a lot of people are talking about it, and I wanted to really root you into where you're going to see the most energy and how the energy is going to show the greatest impact. But my predictions are a great deal of success through these relationships, these fourth house relationships that you didn't even, you weren't even after success in. You were just super, super obsessed with doing the best that you possibly could because you wanted to nurture something and make it grow. And even in a sense of how well you've been a mother, whether you're a man or a woman, how well you've mothered something, how well you've nurtured something that is really showing a huge explosion in how much it's loved and how well it's received and the opportunities it now has. And that could be a child that you actually gave birth to, or a project that you gave birth to. And you're going to start to see that, and with this illumination of that moon in Leo that insists on attention, that insists that you acknowledge me and my value, God darn it, in your 11th house of friendship, it's going to just naturally, it's going to almost naturally make people see you and become very aware of you, and wow, holy shit, you were right. Or not even, it's not that it's about being right, but people will take notice of especially that moon energy, that mother energy, and yeah, this almost fertile, it's growing. I want to say something has taken bloom is kind of what I want to say. Okay, so Libra, let's get into the cards. This is a little bit of an extra long reading because I wanted to go over the astrology, but I think it's important because the astrology is very important. This week, I feel like I can feel the momentum. I can feel you feeling a huge change happening, and maybe even being a little hesitant. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to be cocky. I don't want to think too far ahead, like, oh, this is definite success. But I can guarantee it is actually success. There's a lot of success that's going to be happening this week, over the next week, 2 weeks for you. A lot of breakthroughs and a lot of tears, because I don't necessarily think you even held on to the expectation of this success, but your dedication is what's going to make it successful. So let's get into the cards. Remember, Libra, the Unbound membership is always available for you, and I do hope that you'll participate. That gives you access to every single one of the extendeds for as long as you're a member, as well as at least 2 live members-only readings with me, where I'll give you personal readings as much as to your heart content, and a bunch of other content and privileges that other people don't have access to. So those links will be on my main page, FYI. Libra, don't forget to subscribe also. Subscribe to the channel and ring that bell and select all notifications so you know when I upload your favorite content. Libra. So we have time to heal. I don't think that you're just healing you. Do you see the 55? Do you see the change? You're not just healing yourself. You're healing around you. You're healing karmic wounds. You're healing especially family karmic wounds. You are now the conduit for change in your family, in where any of the toxins have been and where any of the poison has spilled. You've taken that poison and you've turned it into venom, and you've turned it into a way to actually make it your strength, make a weakness your strength. Libra. You have been suppressed for a long time, repressed. This card started out upside down, sing your own song. You weren't allowed to. For the longest time, your voice, nobody even wanted to listen or hear you. This is all in the past. And then it spun around and it landed face up. So underlying energy is it's really time. It's really time for you to be heard and be given credit for the tunes that you've been singing all along, something that you've been saying all along, something that you had the strength and courage to say even before it was popular opinion to say. I've said it all along. I've said it all along. This is a kind of testament to your devotion to what you've said all along. Let's get more out. Let's get more cards out. Lots of energy. There's a lot of energy coming from the past. Interestingly enough, we have this here, healing of the past. Lots, maybe too much. I don't know. How does this all want to come out? We have the abundant universe will provide. I just heard in my head, somebody's finally hearing you. They actually heard you this time. I just heard that in my head. And then we have Spirit has your back, Capricornian energy, leadership. Also a sense of Spirit sees what you've done. And they're about to provide you the resources equal to your commitment to what you've done. Make your dreams real. So this has definitely been hard work, right? Hard work, dedication, all from yourself. The spider spins its web from itself. It comes out from the base of its existence, right? And you've been doing this. This is what you make your dreams real. I'm saying this right now. The cosmos is aligning so that one of your dreams that you've always wanted, something that's always meant so much to you, is coming into reality. And then we have co-create with spirit. This is definitely darkness, facing a lot of dark times, facing a lot of fear, facing a lot of people crapping all over you or treating you like garbage. Certainly wading through that and facing it and trying to understand the spiritual meaning for why am I going through this, right? A sense of, if you find your way out, you lead others out. And that's what's happening. That's what's culminating. This sense of you have created the map or the pathway to healing. And this is why you're becoming a healer. It could be that you are legitimately becoming a healer. Dream the world into being. Lots of the way that you have seen the world is being projected outward now. You're starting to see that how you have created the world, how the world around you, your world is to your design. Learn from the past. The third eye chakra is illuminated here. You are healing family karma, especially on the mother side, the maternal side, learning the mistakes, but also I feel like going back to your grandparents. Like, what have you learned from them, and how have you fulfilled their dreams, and how have you healed any mistakes or mishaps or hiccups that have happened in between with your parents' generation. And then we have overcome any obstacle, which is exactly what you are doing, including financial obstacles, especially financial obstacles. Believe in yourself. You have cultivated yourself for quite some time, Virgo energy, without anybody looking or seeing or realizing or paying attention. It wasn't about that. It was about you making the decision to cultivate because you wanted to, because you believed in what you were working on. You believed in you. You believed in you even if you didn't realize you believed in you. You believed in you just because you kept going. Now is a lucky time, which means the abundance is coming from this dedication and this devotion. Be fearless and bold in your energy. So ask, please, Libra, in this energy, happy birthday, Michelle Sanier, ask for what you fucking want and you'll get it. Say it. Don't even be diplomatic about it. This is really coming from a place of, but realizing your importance. It's not self-importance, it's your importance. Realizing that you have a right to have a voice that's heard, that's strong, right? And you saying it, and just say, but this is what I want. I'm going to go after exactly what it is. Even if it doesn't make sense for me now, I'm going to go after exactly what it is. Time for a beginner mind. Yeah, absolutely. This is a new start. This is a new perspective, a new way of seeing, especially yourself, starting to see who you are and what you're capable of in a different way, as well as changing your mind about things. And it came out in the Scorpio reading as backstab, based on loyalty. But it's like, you don't have to be loyal to those things that you thought you had to be loyal to anymore. You're starting to realize that it falls apart because it doesn't work for who you are now. A sense of starting completely over and allowing yourself to change your mind about things if necessary. Let spirit be your guide. Once again, the ascendant fathers, God, the universe, sending you messages constantly and trusting those messages. You're in constant communication with spirit. I would not be surprised if you've been having a lot of dreams. Dreams are huge right now. Dreams lately, but also getting animal totems, receiving animal totem messages. A sense of just trusting your instinct. And then lay a solid foundation. And this is also Virgo energy. You're putting something new down. You have legitimately gutted the old building. You've demolished it, gutted it, renovated the land, healed all the toxins, and now you're starting to put down in this a beautiful foundation for what is to come next. And what is coming next? See, all this happened in the past because this is the time when your past stops being your past transforms you and you fulfilled it. And you permanently change. You don't have to be what you were in the past anymore. And people, this is what that moon illuminating your 11th house is, people are starting to see you differently. They're starting to see, but they're seeing very clearly everything you've done, but they're seeing everything you've done differently now. And it's in a much more positive light. Trust in the unknown, right? This is going to feel like a miracle to you. You're the miracle. And then transform and unveil your gifts. Bam, shapeshifter. Right? All of a sudden, God is making people see you differently. And you are transforming before their very eyes into who you always really were. They just didn't have the ability to see it. Bam! Now, could this be happening in your love? Yeah. This could be taking place in any position. I think it's mostly what you've been working on, because there's that focus in Capricorn energy. There's that focus in the 4th house. But if we move on from hold on. Sorry. 6th house. The 6th house is where Jupiter is. It's Piscean energy. Neptune conjunct Jupiter. People are going to be shocked at what you've been able to heal because of your diligence and your dedication to it. It's almost like you've made magic, but this is on a global scale. It's not just on the scale of your personal life. I don't know where that came from. Meditate and contemplate is in reverse. Look at the bigger picture is in reverse. And a fiery climax approaches is in reverse. You know what that means? That basically means you don't have to do anything anymore. It's all been, you've done the work. This is the gateway to the reward. That's what it means. That's what it means. Because your fiery climax was a while ago. It was a while ago. It's a sense of, can you just trust? Can you trust the divine now? Can you trust the divine now? Because its people are coming to you. Truth be told, finally, the truth of your value and the higher power. The higher power is finally telling you the truth. There's finally revealing the truth. They're finally letting, it's almost like the world is ready for you now. The world is ready to see, everything. The world is ready to see what you've really contributed, kind of thing. The world is ready to see it now. Also a sense of information is coming to you. The higher power is giving it to you. You're ready to unlock it. You're ready to unlock it. Unlock it. You're ready to unlock this truth. What is the truth that you are now going to be sharing? It's going to be shared through a Libra, right? It's because the balance is so excruciatingly painfully needed that it's coming through Libra energy. Interesting. Crazy. Movement, choices, decisions. Crazy. Movement, choices, decisions. I'm digging down in tarot. Please join me. Movements, choices, and decisions. Where are you moving? But this is the thing. It's like your movements, choices, and decisions. It's not where you're moving. It's that your movements, choices, and decisions are all now here in front of you. You see the truth of them. You see how everything that all the decisions you've made up until now have created where you are living and the reality that you're living in. And there's such a sense of you've made the right ones, and the ones that you haven't made, the wrong decisions that you've made, are going to be so clear you're not going to be afraid to change them. I think you're going to get after them right away. Please join me for tarot. The link is below.